Hello, I'm Dominic from CADglobal, and today we'll be taking a look into SketchUp 2025, the newest version just released a couple of weeks ago, and into Google Studio, and seeing if it can help you solve issues in SketchUp, and it can be a help desk or a tutorial guide. We're gonna ask it a couple of easy questions like inserting DVGs, how we can draw in SketchUp after we inserted the DVG, how we can scale it up, and such. So let's get started. Right away, when we enter the Google Studio AI, we can click on the share screen. This feature is amazing. It can see what you are seeing in real time and help you out. So first up, we're gonna ask you what version of SketchUp we are working in. That's a quite easy question because at the top of our window, you can see 2025 right there. So all it's just gonna do is read it out. In what version of SketchUp are we currently in?
The SketchUp version being used is 2023.
Okay, the SketchUp version is actually 2025, and how can we import a CAD DVG file inside of our SketchUp?
To import a DWG file into SketchUp, go to File, then select Import, choose the DWG file you want to import, and click OK. Is there anything else I can help with?
Okay, so on this question, it turned out correct. So let's import a DVG file and get back. Okay, so we now imported a DVG file with the wrong scaling size. Let's adjust this actor. And how can we scale this up? Let's ask Google. We have imported a DVG file into our SketchUp. How can we scale it up to the correct size? I know the correct size of the door, it's 2 meters.
Okay, to scale the imported DWG file, you can use the tape measure tool to measure a known distance such as the door that you mentioned, which is 2 meters. Then type 2 meters or 2000 millimeters and press enter. SketchUp will ask if you want to resize the model. Click yes. This will scale up the whole model to be at the correct scale. Anything else I can help with?
Okay, let's try this out. So it said measuring tool, select door, type in the size, let's type in. Do you want to resize the model? Yes, but nothing happens. That's because this model is actually in a group. Now I tested this out and we can go on and on with Google Studio. Maybe have 5 or 6 conversations till it figures out that we need to explode this actually. So let's explode it a couple of times. So we have a raw model with our only lines. Select it all, click on the resize, click here. Now this is in inches. Now we're just gonna type in 20 just to see if it works, and this works. So this is correct. And if you counter model a problem with Google AI Studios, I recommend going online and searching it up for yourself. Stuff like this can really go into a deep rabbit hole. So let's go on to our next question. What is the easiest workflow that I can do that I can transfer this model into a 3D?
The easiest way to make this into a 3D model would be to first select all of the lines on one of the walls of the floor plan. Then, using the push-pull tool, you can extrude those walls upward, and then you can continue to do that with all of the remaining walls. After that, you can start to create the roof and any other 3D features. Would you like more guidance on that?
I currently have no faces on this model. Is this a problem?
Yes, the lack of faces can be a problem when working in SketchUp. Faces are necessary to create 3D objects. The reason you do not have faces right now is likely because the drawing is just lines without enclosed shapes. In order to make faces, you need to use the line tool to draw lines that create closed shapes. After you have closed shapes, SketchUp will automatically fill it in with faces. Then you can use the push-pull tool like I mentioned to make the model 3D. Does that make sense?
Okay, this is also correct. We need actual faces to draw 3D models. This model is an imported model, so it doesn't have any faces. The easiest way is just use the line tool, go around it, and there we go, we have faces. Now I usually use the rectangle tool, so I can cover 4 lines at once. Let's try out something new. Let's delete this. And let's try to import an IFC file. Let's ask Google how can we do that. How can we import an IFC file?
To import an IFC file, go to File, then select Import. Make sure to select the IFC file type in the drop-down menu, and then select the IFC file you wish to import and click OK. Is there anything else?
Okay, this is also correct. So let's go ahead with importing an IFC file. It's going to be a larger IFC file. So maybe this stream is live 5 minutes is going to be an issue. This is a timer how long the stream can be open. For now it's only 10 minutes, maybe because this is a free version, maybe they will bump it up later, but this could be an issue if you're resolving a couple of problems at once. Maybe a stop button somewhere here could be a great thing. I just click stop recording and it does nothing, it still records. So let's import the IFC and check out how much time we got left. Okay, our IFC file is now loaded. As I said, it's quite a big one. It's a whole school. And let's see how much time we have left in the Google Studio. We have 3 minutes and 11 seconds. So, okay, it's maybe because we have a beefy PC here, so maybe that solves the question. Let's ask it how we can do a section here. How can I do a section in the SketchUp IFC model?
To create a section, use the Section Plane tool, which looks like a rectangle with a line through it. After you select the tool, click where you want to start the section and then click the direction you want the section plane to be facing. After you place the section plane, you can select it and move it along the axis to see the different sections of the model. Is there anything else?
Okay, when I'm selecting the section plane tool, it sticks to a face. I want it to look downwards. How can I do that?
To get the section plane to face downwards, you can press the Shift key, which will lock the section plane along an axis. While holding Shift, select the face that you want it to be facing, and it should face downward. Would you like more guidance on that?
Okay, so this is also correct, but in just some cases. When you're looking at a face downwards and you press the Shift key, it will lock it in place so you can move. That's the thing it forgot to mention. Now if I go here, click Shift key, it's locked only that face. There is an easy way to doing this. You can just press the arrow key up or down, and there you go. It's fixed to a face looking downwards. You can use the left or right key to look in the X or Y axis. So this is an easy way to doing it. Now we can do the section and ask it how we can export this into a DVG file. Okay, I made our section. How can I export this into a DVG file?
To export this model to a DWG file, go to File, then select Export, and then select 2D Graphic. After that, select the DWG format in the File Type drop-down. Then, select where you would like to save the file, and click Export. Is there anything else I can help with?
What if I want to export this as a 3D model? Do I click 3D model?
Yes, to export as a 3D model, select the 3D model option under the Export drop-down. Then, select the file format you want to use, such as .day, .obj, or others from the drop-down menu, and then click Export. Is there anything else?
Excellent. So this is also correct. The 3D thing was also correct. Now we're gonna ask it some technical questions. Let's say the Navis format for the Autodesk Navis work. Let's see if it can, we can export this kind of format out of SketchUp. Can we export this model? Oh, there we go. Our session is over, so this could be a real issue in real time. If you're having longer problems, as I said, you need to restart your sessions. Now if you restart our session, everything here will be wiped out and start from beginning. So our history is not saved. Maybe a paid version would not allow this. So let's click here share screen and select the screen again. Okay, currently we are in SketchUp 2025. We have an AEC format imported into SketchUp in front of us, and we want to export it as a Navis format. Can we do that in SketchUp?
You are asking if you can export a SketchUp file as a Navisworks file. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
I can confirm that SketchUp does not have a direct export option to Navisworks file formats like NWC or NWD. However, you may be able to use a plugin or export it as a different format like DWG or IFC that Navisworks can read. Would you like me to elaborate on these options?
So there you go. This is also correct. If you're exporting this into a Navisworks or to someone who is working on Navis, or somebody who's working on Navis wants to export to you, they can use IFC. IFC is the best one. It's international formats for BIM tools. So IFC can be exported from SketchUp. You can set up your entities here for IFC exporting. After that, the guys in Navisworks can just click on import IFC and treat it like a Navisworks. It's a little bit different for them, but it does the job. So there we go. We assessed it. We saw how Google Studio can help you, how it can also not help you in some times. So if you go into a detailed questions, don't go inside a rabbit hole, do your own research, but it can be really helpful for beginners, for somebody who's just starting out, for if you're stuck somewhere, you need help desk, it's a great tool to use. So there we go. I've been Dominic from CADglobal, and I hope to see you in a new video. Bye.
Thank you for watching. If you're interested in a free trial, want more details, a free presentation, or best prices, visit us at www.cadglobal.eu.